This video is brought to you by SimMotion, your US source for Moza, Simagic, Huesinkveld, and more. Unmatched prices, unmatched support.
The new season release notes are out for iRacing, and it is longer than ever. So I am here to provide you guys the service of TLDRing it and giving you the most important parts and reading out the important parts for you to hear. So let's get right to it. So they summarize the update right here, but it looks like according to them, their highlights are going to be the new car, which is the Ferrari 296 Challenge, the Gen 4 car, which we've been looking for, the Oval guys have for a long time, the physics overhaul, including that tire update that you saw from the video with James Baldwin for the GT3 class. Then there's also going to be physics overhaul for the NASCAR Gen 7 and the Dallara IR18, which I will both be very excited to try out. The new track this season looks like we're only getting one brand new track, which is the Shelby Power Motorsport Park at the Bend. But then there's going to be the NASCAR overhauls. So Atlanta, which is now called Echo Park Speedway, whatever. Indianapolis, Iowa, Lime Rock Park, which is not NASCAR, and then I guess it is NASCAR now. I forgot about that. Lucas Oil, IRP, Martinsville, Michigan, Nashville, Phoenix, Pocono, Richmond, and Talladega. So we'll probably get more on that later, but the other highlights are the car body support added to the paint kit, adapted AI for hosted and AI sessions for new cars, I believe, as well. Brand new pre-made AI seasons, and then the change that a lot of the old heads are kind of sad to see is the flags now replacing the clubs. The flags I like seeing because it's more specific, but man, those club names are pretty nostalgic for some of the old iRacing guys, including myself. Um, and then some techie stuff where I'm not super in the know about, although 360 hertz force feedback for more devices. It sounds like you can get a lot more information on some of the high end um, force feedback systems. And then they're making a little bit of changes to the connectivity black flag system update, high CPU usage warning, and then more cars are rain ready. No NASCAR cars yet, sad. And then AI racing for 4 new cars, and AI racing now available for 11 new tracks. All right, so let's see if we can get into the nitty gritty and find some more of those changes down in the weeds of it that will actually affect us. Adaptive AI is now selectable for use in hosted sessions. I actually am kind of looking forward to this teaching lessons. I think that having more cars that could potentially be learning opportunities in a hosted session is pretty cool for me. And then if you're running, say, a season with your friend, you can now run that with adaptive AI. And then the new AI seasons, they have IMSA, the Pilot Challenge, GT3, GT4, PCC, NASCAR Cup, NASCAR Xfinity, NASCAR Truck, and the new ARCA car. Very nice. So here's the paint kits they were talking about. New body types, including the NASCAR Gen 4 class and the Dallara IR18. You may now view the different vehicle configurations based on the tracks and rules package within the UI. It's not just stuck to one anymore in that 3D model, so that's very cool. The Gen 4 cars have those two different types of bodies, the super speedway stock car body and the standard stock car body, and you'll be able to make unique cars for each of those types of bodies, which I guess also just means more work for the people who are making the paints for the Gen 4 cars. So good for them, I guess. Some connectivity stuff. Latency warning issues and timing have now been updated. Improves the vehicle position extrapolation process to allow for more accurate collision detection between different drivers. So this is basically saying they're working on netcode. So hopefully, I've been seeing netcode improving on some of the cars as the season went on. That usually is how it starts with new cars. Netcode sucks just because there's not as much time and data to put into those netcode systems, those prediction code. But as time goes on, they usually get better. Some race control stuff. So some it looks like there's some glitches that are being fixed, and then track debris information warning flag is now waving sooner. So that's quality of life stuff with the hosted session stuff. AI racing, a bunch of new AI available. So the different cars we went over earlier: Audi, Ferrari, new Ferrari, Porsche 919, Silver Crown, and then looks like the Bend is going to have all of the configs already prepared for AI, and then some of the more niche Daytona. Oh, these are the two Daytona configurations that are sticking around, the old ones, so the Moto and the Short. So okay, interesting. Those are the rally ones, and then Iowa and Richmond. People new vehicles, then the new vehicles that are getting updates, they're having to redo the AI for, And then there is AI learning module enhancements that they're doing. So it just looks like they're trying to make the AI better and better. And they are currently in the school that they like to call it, learning, mastering grip at race starts. Yeah, sometimes they can be a little bit weird at race starts. And then rain racing too. They're trying to get it better for rain racing. And then interesting investment and management system for push to pass. So they're trying to get the AI to learn to use their push to pass more smartly. So pretty cool. I know that this isn't the intention of it, but this just looks to me how much effort goes into dirt oval racing right now. Just this right here. This is the dirt oval racing. Unless no, because yeah, this is just the regular graphics for everyone right here. Yeah. So dirt oval guys, this is your update. Pit service check boxes that are never usable have been removed from black boxes in the cars. Yay! All right, we'll see you next season, guys. Fix an issue where the sun would disobey the clock and simply stay at the same place. I would like to see that what that was happening because of. And then forecast of weather no longer appears hazy. Oh, thank you. So yeah, the foggy stuff was getting kind of annoying with some of the earlier sessions in the ARCA season, and I don't think it was on purpose. So the less fog, the better, honestly. And I mean, it can exist, but I don't want it to be the default. And then telemetry, tire compound information has been added to session string for driver's tires. Okay, interesting. Doesn't affect oval too much there. Okay, let's go over the car changes. So drafting parameters for ARCA have been updated slightly. Let's hope it means they went in the less strong direction. I would be very, very happy if that was the case. I guess be careful what you wish for though, because then you might just be getting crazy, dirty air, impossible to pass cars. So we'll see. We'll see if that was too much to wish for. And then all those GT3 changes with the tire model, some other minor adjustments, BOP being changed, aerodynamic parameters. So they're overhauling the GT3 car, and by the looks of it, hopefully you guys are going to like it. Uh, GTP cars are just updating the traction control parameters. It's a new Gen 7 cars, so they're changing, they're just tweaking everything. Dashboard gauges have been updated. So basically, tweaks all around. We're going to have to see how that goes there. So that'll be a fun car to see. And especially another fun car to see will be the new Gen 4 car. So, not much to say on these before we can take them out on the track, but I know that Anthony Alfredo got a chance to try them out. And by the looks of them, I'm gonna hold my breath just a little bit, but they look very fun, so I'm excited to try them myself. Next big update is that IR18, so that's rain ready. It's been little tweaks, overhaul, whatever you want to call it. Aero model been updated, short track package is loaded in at Nashville. Aero screen's been updated, engine, powertrain, gearing, backfire, and on additional onboard sounds have been improved. So it looks like they're just cleaning up and making better the IR18. It's interesting to me that they do that after the Indy 500. I'm sure their target for that was before, and this is just when it's finishing now. So that's all good. Couple dirt cars here, really nothing. Update some collision parameters for the dirt late model, but that's about the most you're going to get with the dirt cars. The new car, the Ferrari 296. We'll see how that goes. It's rain ready all the way. Looks like, and it's also ready for AI racing. The 296 GT3. So this is the challenge. It's the GT3. I'm on board. I get it now. Some little changes. Softer anti-roll bar bump rubbers have been adjusted, expanded and allowed range for suspension spring rates, and then dampers have been revised to allow lower forces. It looks like a big change for the F4 car. Wet and dry tire parameters have been significantly updated, along with ride height and damping levels have been adjusted. The 79 is rain ready, but nothing too crazy in these changes. There's those Gen 4 cars that I feel like they already talked about them, but they're talking about them again. Hey, that's your release. More power to you. The Formula 2000 is rain ready, and it looks like that's all the major changes on the car. On the tracks, the Bend, that's the big new track, has 7 configurations, which is a lot for iRacing, so that's pretty cool. And then here are some of these NASCAR refresh tracks. So Bristol, uh, the scoreboard is functional, updated wraps, updated track signage. Charlotte, the tracks overall remains in progress and will be completed soon. So they announced the NASCAR update, but it's not ready yet, but they're releasing it. Um, So all track configurations remain available for now. Okay, so they're keeping Charlotte. That's not gone yet. They're still working on this Charlotte. So I'm sure they were thinking they were going to get done with it, but they just didn't quite make the deadline. So fair enough. But it looks like Charlotte not done yet. So they're finishing the refresh for the tracks they didn't finish last season. So like Darlington's done now. So they're operating kind of like on a announce and then finish the season after kind of schedule right now. Yeah, so Daytona artwork overall remains in progress. So next season, I guess. Um, and then Dover, which was announced the previous season, is done now. And then it looks like Atlanta is done though, and I believe Atlanta they were prioritizing because of that sponsor Echo Park. Their stuff is everywhere that now, so I'm sure they were making sure on that end that everything was done in iRacing. So that's fair enough, I guess. Homestead's now done after being mostly done last season, and then it looks like Indianapolis is done. It looks like Iowa is done as well. Just about. Oh, night lighting is not fully enabled yet. Okay. So I don't know if that means we can't night race in Iowa right now. Or oh, you know what? That's probably what it means because what happened was I was making a guide for Iowa, and the available time when I was making the guide was night, and then I woke up the next morning and heard that the track changed to afternoon. So I guess no night racing at Iowa for now until they get the lighting updated. And then Kansas is finished from the previous season, and then Vegas is finished from the previous season. Lime Rock looks like they are done with that. And then IRP is done except night lighting not available yet. So no night racing at IRP, but everything else is done. Same with Martinsville. Martinsville's done, no night lighting. And then it looks like Michigan is done. So it looks like we're batting about 500 overall with which NASCAR tracks have actually been completed with their updates that were announced. Same with Nashville. It's done, no night lighting. And then Phoenix is done. No, so we're losing night lighting on quite a few tracks for the short term. So that'll be interesting. But hopefully they'll be ready soon enough. And night lighting's not done. So night lighting is just not done for any of the new tracks. You're only going night racing on tracks that haven't been updated in the short term. And Rockingham is just not done yet. Texas is not done yet, even though it started being done a season earlier. Man, this is making my head spin with all these tracks. Small issues at some other tracks. No progress on Watkins Glen. Gateway. So it's like every single NASCAR track, and I wish I could keep account of which tracks were working and which weren't. But yeah. So Legacy Charlotte's still available. Let's go. Awesome. Legacy Lime Rock's still available. Happy for that. We get to enjoy it for just a little bit longer, but it looks like we have made it to the end of the patch notes. So how is this update stacking up for you guys? Are you guys looking forward to it? What are you looking forward to the most? But anyways, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you all on the track.
All my money, also shit. I don't want, ain't no sense.